Welcome to DS Trucks. In today's video, I want to talk about a small issue, if you can even call it an issue, with this 23 Ford F450 Super Duty. What I've found is the cameras are different going into 2023. The tailgate camera that would normally be on the tailgate is a different camera in 2023, different sensor. So normally the camera would be located right here in the tailgate, but in our case, our camera is on the bench. I removed it because when you take the tailgate off of the truck, the entire camera system on the truck turns off, and that's different from previous years. Here's our 19. If I were to unplug the camera on this truck, the forward camera would still work and the other 360 cameras would still work, but you'd get either a black screen or a blue screen on the infotainment when you put it in reverse. With this truck, it turns off the entire camera system. The button dies, nothing happens. And for me, plowing snow, say whatever you want to say about it, but I need to have that reverse camera when I'm plowing snow. And it was rough because this solution that I have, and I do have a solution, the solution that I have wasn't here, and I had to go freaking work. Wasn't plowing, but I was salting. But when you hit the camera now, when you hit the camera, nothing happens. When you throw it in reverse, you just get a blue screen, and then this opens up, and these buttons do zero, nothing. So for that camera to work, you need to have the camera sensor plugged in, or else the entire system turns off. So hopefully this works. I'm still up on the fence because I have no idea what's going to happen when I plug this in, because not only did they change the camera, but this cord has to be an updated cord as well in order to work. Here's a look at the previous solution. This sensor does nothing in this truck, but here it is. Let me grab a light so we can see that. There it is. This camera works from 2017 to 2022, but maybe this new camera sensor that they have has a higher resolution. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and see. First and foremost, does this freaking camera work? All I got to do is plug this cord into this camera and put it on the bumper. Let's see what happens. So I've got the camera plugged in, pop it into the truck to put it in reverse. Moment of truth. Is this system going to work now? Haha, look at that. Rear camera back working. Other cameras, let's see. Yes, they are working. This is going to be super useful for me while I'm working with this truck, plowing snow, salting, de-icing, to be able to see this area, because I put a ton of stuff in the bed right here. It's going to help big time. Now, 360, reverse, the hitch. So yeah, that's going to be real nice. So looking at this kit, I just got to wire all this together, and that'll be it. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, let's see what's all in here. So we got a holder right here for the camera. We've got some screws, some fasteners, some 3M tape in here to hold everything together. Sorry about the whole desk mess situation. It's been pretty hectic here at the shop. How does the wire get through to the outside? There's a little cutout. Now, by the way, this kit came from Camera Source, and that has been one of the best places for your aftermarket cameras, or OEM. They actually will sell you an OEM camera. How do I know though which way is like the right way, so the camera won't be upside down? I guess this box could be flipped, but you want the drain to be facing down, obviously. And I guess it goes this way because there's a cutout right there for the camera, for this little hump. So who needs instructions, right? Will it fit the other way? Nope, it only fits one way. So hopefully this orientates me. This is gonna get plugged in like that. And then this, how does this fit? This must turn inward, like so, because it's not enough room. So let's pull this and rotate it inward like that. No wonder they use such a big box this time. This is gonna go like this. That is gonna go on there, and the wire's gonna line up, and everything gets held in place. And look at that. The thing, I think the screws are present, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Seems like it's gonna be really hard to see that on camera, but it seems like there's a little teeny tiny screw right there. And if there is, how the heck do I tighten that up? I don't have nothing that little. Okay, so no, those aren't screws. These are the screws, teeny tiny little baby screws. I got my glasses repair kit in order to fix these screws to the camera source. Thank you, camera source, for being on top of it with having these solutions available. And what a cool idea for a business or whatever, a company, to just make cameras. And all they're doing is coming up with maybe like a 3D printer or a plastic extrusion type of thing, and they're just creating the solution that we need. We need, as Super Duty owners, cameras for our vehicles, and they are providing us the solution. They go in 3D CAD out and all that good stuff, probably, I don't know, and they just have a solution for you. Now here's another thing though, playing devil's advocate. They charge a lot of money for this thing. This thing's probably worth $10, but they sell it for $125 or something like that. And it's just a matter of some Chinese company hasn't come in and figured it out, what's going on with camera source. Because if some Chinese company found out about this, they would sell this for $5-6. I mean, no BS. This thing could be sold for pennies on the dollar by a foreign country or whatever. I mean, even a domestic company could undercut them on this. This is a lot of money. So, you know, the 120 for this thing, it ain't too bad. But when you want to outfit a camera with this thing after shipping and stuff, you put a camera in here. Well, I had to take my camera up out of my tailgate in order to put this in. Not that I couldn't afford it, but that brings the price up to like $500 after shipping for a camera and a case. So it ain't cheap, is the point. And you know, somebody could sell this thing for $40, even American made. But at the end of the day, you know, camera source, they do a good job. They came up with the solution. They keep up with the solutions, and they freaking get this out to you. You order it, they ship it maybe same day or next day. Do overnight shipping. You can have all this stuff, and I guess that's what you're paying for. At the end of the day, that's where you pay the money, because if it was like $30, maybe they ship it to you when we'll ship it when we ship it, you know. But they take care of business over at Camera Source, so they making their money, no problem with that. But yeah, that was easy. See how easy that was? I've got to mount this, but first I got to remove the other camera from the truck. So here is a look at the old camera and how it was. It also came with some Graham tape, which I never used because I didn't want it to be that permanent. Good thing I didn't, because here I am taking it off. But this is how the camera mounted. It had a little cover on it. but it's in a perfect spot. It's like covered up and hidden from any debris. But what they did in the past is figured out the perfect angle to angle the camera downward with the case. So long as you had a surface that was straight up and down on whatever camper or whatever you're putting in your truck, as long as there's a flat surface up and down, this thing mimicked the angle and you could get it all figured out. Now on the new one, you get a little plate, as you can see here, a little plate, and it actually will allow the camera to pivot so that you can just angle it however you need to angle it. So perfect little spot for it because it's hidden. It's underneath this overhang on the spreader, and it will be protected somewhat from everything going on with the spreader getting loaded and stuff falling back on it. So pretty slick. Let's go ahead and mount it and show how it looks after. And just like that, we are done. Real quick install of a camera. Let's go ahead and double check its function. I got everything plugged in now. Start the truck. Nice and warm in here. All right, straight to reverse, and look at that, we've got a camera. So I can play with this angle and stuff a little bit later. Don't have the time now, but nonetheless, I can now see behind me. Needs to point down a little more, so I mean that's cool because I can see further behind me, but when I look back I want to see the hitch. So I don't know if this is loose. It's loose enough. Okay, I could turn it down just a little. Well, you guys are looking at a black screen. Let me grab the light, and this is how it looks. But anyway, that's it for today's video. My name is Sean, sub DS. See you in the next one. Over and out.